Namaste viewers, Jai Vasavi. Wishing you all most and more. This Vivek, welcome you all to this exciting episode of Endaro Mahanubhavulu, the Pearls of Arya Vysya. The Endaro Mahanubhavulu series brings to you the life journeys of great achievers. And today, we have one great achiever of our community whom we are going to present before you. This person has achieved great laurels and has brought great respect to our country. And he's one of the rare achievers because he's an achiever in the field of sports. Yes, he's a sprinter. All of you like speed, and this person is speed. He has achieved a lot of awards in his lifetime. He has got the gold medal in the CPM invite meet. He has represented India in the Tehran Asian Games in 1974, and not only that, in the 1974 South Korea Asian Athletic Championship, he was part of the relay team which got the bronze medal for us. And apart from that, he has won the first prize and gold medals in many 100-meter race in international events and many more prizes at national and international events. He has also been judged as the best athlete by the government of Karnataka in 1984, and in 1998 he was honored with the prestigious Karnataka Rajyotsava Award. So we have amongst us today a great achiever in this field of sports, and we have here with us, and it's a great pleasure to be here to present before you the one and the only Arya Vysya sportsman to have represented India, and that is Mr. Sundarraj Setty.
Endaro Mahanubhavulu, Pulse of Arya Vysya, being an outstanding sportsman.
He has represented India in the 1974 Asian Games and also in the Asian Athletic Championship of 1975 held in South Korea. He got us the bronze medal in the 4 into 100 meters relay and was part of that team which got the bronze medal at that point of time. Friends, certain lives inspire us for us to live our life the way we want. And today we have Mr. Sundarraj Setty with us. Sir, you have got great achievements, but at the same time, to achieve anything, we understand that it is not so easy to achieve it. There would be commitment, there would be sacrifices you would have done, there would be a lot of challenges that you have gone through, and you would have gone through various hardships in your life. You would have overcome all that, and then in this journey of life, you would have achieved it. It would be really nice for us if you can share with us about your life, from where you started, where you were born, about your family, and all those other things that have contributed for you to achieve what you are today.
Okay. See, I was born in Bangalore in 1948. I born in Vysya Community, and sports is very rare commodity in your life. People used to say sports means poliata, and my parents are very orthodox family, and we came from a middle class family, and it is very difficult to afford luxurious things like buying a tracksuit or buying a shoes. It is a very rare commodity in our life. But in spite of that, since from beginning, from school days, in annual athletic meets, I used to participate in sub-junior division, and I used to win the championship. And when I came to high school, I used to win in senior championships, and which promoted me to join games like Kho. So in Kho, running is very important, In Coco also I was representing the school. Then subsequently, after coming to the college, I started representing the college in Coco and also in athletics. In Coco, I represented Bangalore University in 68, 69 and 69, 70. And in athletics, I represented Bangalore University in 1969, 70. And during this once, Bangalore University has conducted Golden Jubilee Athletic Meet in Bangalore, where I participated 100 meters. In one Mr. Sudarshan, who saw me running 100 meters, he advised me that Coco is only a national game. Since you have got very good speed, why can't you shift to athletics where it is an international event? Then I listened to his words. Then I joined one of the greatest clubs of Bangalore, that is C. Prasanna Kumar Athletic Club. And in that club, one Mr. V.R. Govindaraj was the coach. Under him, I trained. Then immediately I got appointment in Hindustan Aeronautics Limited because of my sports ability. There also I started representing HAL in all the athletic meets. Then I started winning bronze medal, silver medal and gold medal. In 1973, Vijaya Bank has approached me. The great man, Mr. M. Sundarraj Setty, who is the chairman of Vijaya Bank, invited me to join Vijaya Bank. In 1973, I joined Vijaya Bank, and from there, the encouragement what I got from Vijaya Bank is enormous. Because of that, I became number one in Bangalore, that is in Karnataka. Then subsequently, I won many medals in national events. Keeping this performance, I was selected to represent India in the 1973 Indo-Sri Lanka Athletic Meet held at Colombo, where I got 100 meters bronze medal, 200 meters silver medal and 4x100 meters gold medal. Then in 1974, I represented India in the Asian Games held at Tehran, and in 1975, I represented India in the second Asian Athletic Meet held at South Korea, and Indian team won second bronze medal in 4x100 meters relay. And subsequently, I represented India in the Invitation Athletic Meet held at Manila. In 1976, I represented India in the Indo-Sri Lanka Athletic Meet held at Colombo, and I won 100, 200 and 4x100 meters relay. Then in 1976 again, the Indo-Sri Lanka Athletic Meet held at Chandigarh, where I won 100 meters, 200 meters and 4x100 meters relay. The performance, based on this, my performance in 1994, I was selected as a Dasra Awardee. In 1998, I was selected to get this Karnataka Rajyotsava Award. So, in the Karnataka Olympic Association is started recently by honoring outstanding sportsmen in senior level and junior level. And since earlier they have not started this, they started giving encouragement to the veterans. In 2012, I got a KOA award, which was presented by the Governor of Karnataka, Mr. Hamsraj Bharadwaj. See, when I come to athletics, it is very difficult to participate. When I was in the college, see, getting money is very rare commodity. In Kantirava Stadium, the regional coaching center is started. They used to give 15 rupees monthly. To get that 15 rupees, I went and joined the coaching camp. So to get that 15 rupees, I started athletics. Subsequently, the coach of that used to always he is condemning me, stating that you are coming from Vysya Community, go and do some business. Why Vysyas should have this Nike Chaklamu Pakan Pumtino? Why you want athletics? So the same coach, Tehran 1974, he was the coach for me. Then he was with me in the team. Then I told him Sir, I am a Vysya. I eat Pakum Papu and Chakli. Because of that, I represent India now. So he was very much sorry, Shetty. I didn't mean that. Because I condemn you, you have come to this level. So you should take it in a very sportive way. And athletics in 1970s, when you go to Kantirva Stadium, you used to find all people are English people. That is, Christians or Anglo-Indians. Non-Christians are very rare. So we were very much scared to talk to them. Because I came from Kannada medium to English medium where we never used to speak English. So speaking to them in English, we used to feel if I talk, if I commit a mistake in talking, they will what do you call it? They will laugh at me. So in spite of that, we have overcome all those things, and I was able to represent India. See, athletics, one has to undergo a lot of physical strain and also a lot of muscle pulls, and we used to have lot of sports injuries, and sports injuries are very common, and to get rid of that you used to spend a lot of money on that. And during those days the sports infrastructure was not that much encouraging. To get weight training, I used to go to Central College, and I used to request the principal of Central College and take his assistance for doing weightlifting. Then I came back to stadium. Morning 2 hours and evening 2 hours I used to practice, and no life for us except our thinking is only to practice and perform the athletic meets. In athletic, even in all the sports meets where the stadium is full of Anglo-Indians or Christians and other caste people are very rare, and people used to, and nobody used to encourage us. I used to get encouragement nor in my house nor outside. With all those difficulties, I became one of the outstanding sportsmen who has achieved to this level.
So it is great to know about that. As you said that you were doing, I guess, in Coco at that point of time, and then one person identified that you have talent for speed, and he told you, and you took that as the purpose of your life. And you say that was life for us. So I feel that you took that as the purpose of life and continued that journey. Earlier when I was talking to you, you also said that you started only in 1970s of taking up this running, and within the next 4 to 5 years, you were in the limelight. How did you achieve that in such a short span of time? But we always feel that if it's in anything of athletics or games, you undergo a long period, but you had this ability to achieve it only in such a short period. Can you tell us something about that?
See, I had a inbuilt speed. That's a God's gift. See, in 100 meters, the starting should be very good. Then the last 10 meters is very important. Finishing. That finishing you have to put 100%. So after 50 meters, I used to run like anything. So even while walking also, so many people have observed me that I used to walk only on toes. I never used to full flat. I never used to walk. I used to walk only in toes only. So people used to tell why. Then I used to tell them that I am a runner. So I used to run in front. Spikes has got nails only in front. So that is the reason why I am walking with the toes only. And see, because of that speed, which God gift. So I was managed to achieve in such a span of 3-4 years. So I had put lot of hard work. I told you that minimum 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening I used to train in Continuous Stadium, and no Sunday for me, no holiday for me, no functions, no films, except always thinking when my next competition will be, when my next competitor will be. And during my time, we were about 6 sportsmen, all are good sprinters. We don't know who is coming first in next meet. That was the competition we had. But in spite of that, I used to beat everybody, and I have achieved this.
Great, sir. You are humble enough to say that it was a God's gift in you that has also contributed. But listening to you, we know that the dedication, what you have put in, everything. And when you were talking, one realization I had was that it's not just important how you start, but the energy that you exhibit in finishing anything. That is what is important, and that takes a person fast. That's a good realization for me, sir. So we understand in life, it keeps on going on. And there would be various moments in life. And one such moment would be a defining moment, which I call it as an ever since moment. And after that ever since moment, what you were and what you are, after that it's something different. Have there been any such moments in your life which has contributed for you to become what you have become today? Can you tell us something about this?
See, I came from a middle class family. What I am today is because of sports, and Vijaya Bank has given me. Then when I achieved all these things, the government of Karnataka has given me the site which I have constructed this house. And what I am today, it is but for sports I would not have. I am now financially and physically I am very sound, and that is because of sports. See, if now sports has got ample opportunities. Once if you become a good sportsman, you will get a reservation in colleges, in CET, you will get engineering college, medical college, you will get appointments, you will get if you get an award. Now government of Karnataka has announced for national events 1 lakh for gold medal, 50,000 for silver medal, and 25,000 for his bronze medal, and 5 lakhs for Commonwealth Games, and Asian Games 5 lakhs, and Olympics 1 crore they announced. So these things were not there when I was representing. We never had not even a single point, but financially I was not benefited from this. But what I am today, but for sports. Because we also participated in sports, not thinking that what I am going to gain, but only for but spirit of sports I participated. While playing Kho, during I participated in all India Bangalore University Golden Jubilee Athletic Meet, where I got second place, but till finish I was leading. In the end, I was beaten to second place because of my inexperience. I lose the gold medal. That time, one Mr. Sudarshan, who identified me, he called me, then advised me that Kho is only a national game, but athletics is an international game. Since you have got very good speed, you can take up athletics. I listened to him. Then I underwent training with Mr. V.R. Govindraj. So within 1 year, I got appointment in HAL. That is my turning point. After 1.5 years, I was identified by Vijaya Bank. That is another turning point. What made me to come to this level? That is Vijaya Bank. Through Vijaya Bank only, I have achieved all these things. And that time, Mr. M. Sundarraj Setty, the chairman of Vijaya Bank, really I cannot forget him till my last breath. That is the turning point in my life.
So thanks for that. In life, there are challenges. Everybody has gone through it. There would have been times when you would have felt, okay, whatever you want to achieve, that is not going to happen, or that may not be happening. But in spite of that, you overcame that challenge, held on to your purpose, and you would have bounced back from that. any such challenges that
Yeah.
you overcame,
Yeah.
and any such things that you would like to share with us?
Yeah, yeah. So let's start. In 1973, Vijaya Bank has given appointment, and in June I got appointment. In September, we had an athletic meet, State Olympics, where that was the first meet after joining Vijaya Bank. I participated under the banner of Vijaya Bank. First day was 200 meters. These 200 meters, when I sat on the starting block, I saw the 200 meters. Oh, this much I have to run. It came to my mind, what this much I have to run. Immediately, that race, I finished fourth. So, everybody started talking that Vijaya Bank has given appointment to this man who has secured fourth place in 200 meters. I went home. The next day was the 100 meters. I remember why this has happened, because I was mentally not prepared. The 200 meters, when I saw the track, I thought that how to run 200 meters, that made me to get defeated. So in 100 meters, I forgotten everything. Then before running 100 meters, I ran in a dream that in my mind I ran 100 meters and beating everybody. Then in 100 meters I beat everybody and I got gold medal.
Great, sir. So one more learning is that it's all in your mind.
Yeah.
So in your mind, if you're decided, then you're going to do it.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic learning for me again, sir. Today, sports has got so much of encouragement.
Yeah.
Everybody encourages sports, the family, the society, everybody encourages sports. And therefore, and also, there is a support system for sports today.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that at that point of time in 70s, what kind of a support system was there. In fact, understand that it also requires financial support
Yeah.
to take the sports gear, to use the attire and everything. So how are you able to manage that?
Yeah, yeah. See, during my days, my family is Orthodox family, and they never used to encourage sports because they want me to read and come up. And even in parents used to tell, కింది ఇంట్లో ఒకటి పోయాలే, మాడి పైన ఒకటి పోయాలే, పక్కలో ఇంట్లో ఒకటి పోయాలే, నువ్వు పోలి ఆట ఆడిపోతావు, నువ్వు ఏమిటికి పోవాలా నువ్వు, no, you should not. So with all these hindrances, I never used to tell them that I go for athletics, but I went without their knowledge. And so getting spikes or shoes was a very tough time that time, because in house they were not encouraging. I used to borrow spikes or shoes from my friends and used to participate. Then I achieved this.
Life. You always get inspired by people who have achieved and then look at them as our role models. And taking that inspiration, we grow in our lives. Can you share with us any of the role models that you have looked up to and how that has helped you in achieving?
When I came to athletic field, one Mr. A.P. Ramaswamy, who is the then number one in India. Then apart from that one, Mr. K.N, who is also from Karnataka, who represented India in the 1964 Olympics. So those two people, I saw them. Then I also think why I should not become like that. So they are my role models.
So it's very nice seeing you. This must be your Indian jersey, what you got. You said that for the Tehran Asian Games. And it would have been a very proud moment when you first won your Indian jersey. And always heard sportsmen always being proud when they don the Indian flag on the Indian colors. So how was your feeling in the first?
Really, it is a great thing that when I stepped into the stadium, I told you long back that I used to walk on toes only. People used to laugh at me. What this fellow is walking like this? What he can run? Though the people who have told me, I used to bet him. Then the fellow who was laughed at me. I beat him, and I was selected to represent India in the 74 Asian Games. And when I got this blazer, really, that is my what do you call? It is a great honor for me to wear this Indian color.
It's nice listening to you about that, sir. So you must be now around 67, 68,
65.
65.
Yeah.
And even today, you still have that athletic look in you. And that energy is reflecting in you. What is the secret of this energy? I know energy was there when you were that time. That was very much required for you. Even today you exhibit that. What is the secret?
See, every day morning I get up at 5 o'clock. I used to go for jogging at 6 o'clock in the morning. Then I'll be back at 7:30. Every day I used to jog and do exercise. Then I'll come back home. So that made me to keep my body like this.
Fantastic, sir. We all know that the blessings of the family and the support of the family takes a person long ahead. Apart from the family, the next important support one gets is from friends.
Yeah.
Can you tell us something about your friends who supported you in this journey?
See, one Mr. Mahanubhavulu and one Mr. Muniswamy and another Martin Rajendran. And these three people were my people who have encouraged me. Then they used to give a lot of encouragement for me. Even if I lose also, they used to tell, don't lose an heart. Next time we will win, don't worry. Then they used to support in all my training also.
So you do make it a point that friends does support us a long way, and we all know that the friends have been supportive, and you do have great friends. We're all thankful for them to be there. So you have got so much of achievements. Among so much of achievements, can you mention one or two of those achievements which is very close to your heart, and why is it so?
In 1974, All India Invitation C. Prasanna Kumar Memorial Athletic Meet, one Mr. Perakam, who is a role model to me, I borrowed his spikes for the participation in the meet, and I became number one in that meet. I beat him in 100 meters. That is the All India Invitation Athletic Meet where I bet he is the superstar that time.
So let's start with this rapid fire round. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food. See, everything is favorite to me.
Your favorite hobbies?
Hobbies, seeing movies, then seeing sports channel.
Your favorite drink?
Coffee.
Like every South Indian.
Yeah.
That's good. So your favorite tourist destination?
See, I used to like to travel throughout the world. I think I might have covered half of the world.
That's good of you to have seen so many places.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite actor?
Actor Amitabh Bachchan,
Who's your favorite actress?
Sri Devi.
Which is your favorite movie, sir? Is it something to do with Amitabh Bachchan and Sri Devi or any other movie?
Three Idiots.
Three Idiots. Fantastic, sir. Your favorite color?
White.
As pure as white you are. Your favorite crush? Your first crush?
I did follow.
Next. Your favorite teacher?
AP Acharya.
Your favorite sports personality?
Milka Singh.
And today's sports personality, sir?
Sachin Tendulkar.
Your favorite author?
I am not a good reader.
What is it that irritates you the most?
Book indulgences.
Can you tell us about your most embarrassing moment in your life which you have to face?
Embarrassing moment I have not faced at all.
Then that's good for you, sir. Very good. Life has kept you great. So that's fantastic, sir. Sir, all of us have a guru in our life who teaches us. You also mentioned that you joined NIS and there was a coach for you. Apart from a direct coach, we also learn a lot from seeing other people, the way they lead their lives, the way they perform. And that's how we call as the Dronacharyas, whom you look at and then learn. Any such persons in your life whom you looked at and learned things from them, and what was it?
That is, I told my A.P. Ramaswamy, who was a great sprinter at that time, very nice man, and he used to give a lot of tips to me. Yes, he is a...
Thank you, sir. I would like you to share a few messages for the youth of our society as of today. What would be your message, please?
What I will tell you, see, only participating in sports, definitely he can become more healthy. Apart from that, there is lot of facilities available in India that if he is a good sportsman, he will get into good colleges because colleges are encouraging, and he will get a reserved seat if he is an outstanding sportsman. Then he will get entry into medical college or engineering college, and even if he is good, he will get appointments like railways, like ONGC, like banks. So the youth can definitely look into it. He can make money name like any other person.
So it was an inspiring message for the youths. Your message in particular to our Arya Vysya community, sir.
Okay. See, in Arya Vysya community, what I feel to say, see, people have not given much impetus on sports. Sports is a rare commodity in our community. There is dearth. Now, if definitely there is lot of talent in our community, if parents gives encouragement, definitely they can come up. And what I understood, only parents are supporting to go and join cricket camps, which I dislike it, because if he is good in swimming, they should put him on only swimming, not forcing him to come to cricket. If he is good in athletics, they will put him in athletics only, so he will come up. So what I feel now in Vysya community, you can see people in all the fields except in sports. My message is lot of sportsmen in community, in our community, should come up and show to the society that we are also capable of winning medals.
So thank you, sir. In fact, when I was going through all the newspaper cuttings, I saw that right when you won the medal at that point of time in the 70s, the Kannada Prabha did mention, saying that from a Vysya community, a person getting a Rajyotsava award in the sports category is very rare. And your message today is very clear that it's important that from our community we need to get great sports people. We thank you for participating in this Endaro Mahanubhavulu project. So we thank you. It was really a privilege today to be with you and learn about you. I have been really inspired by it. And I'm sure most of our viewers who have seen this would be inspired. There have been so many learnings from him. It's not only about achieving something great in sports. We achieve something from his own life journey which we have got. Yes, let's get inspired by these great personalities and make them as our role models and lead our life and achieve greatness in our own life. Sir, the bottom of my heart, I really thank you for spending your time today with us and inspiring so many of us, sir. Thanks a lot to you.
Thank you, sir. I am also very thankful to your team members who are very cooperative, very helpful and very friendly.
Thank you so much, sir.